As soon as you're all wired up, take it.
Well, we're all set to go, and I do have Lowell here, and congratulations.
Thank you.
A game with about as much emotion as we've had here in the last couple of years.
It was a good football game. I knew it would be. We knew that it would be a tough game. St. Thomas got a good football team. They got a lot of quickness. McGrady is very elusive. So is Sheets and Dempsey. We had a tough time tackling them on their counters. But I'm happy for our young men. We sure deserved this tonight. We played a hard schedule. It's been a long year, and we had a disappointing loss last week. And I'm sure glad for our kids they could bounce back and win this.
Probably the biggest play of the night right before the half when you were able to take advantage of that turnover.
That was a big play, us scoring right before halftime. That's a big thing that ever happened to a team, and we scored, I think, with 24 seconds to go in the first half. That helped us, and I was sure happy for our young men when we had that long drive there at the end of the game. A lot of good things here happened to us tonight. I'm happy for our young men. They sure deserve this big win.
Good group of kids this year for you.
They were an enjoyable group to work with. They tried hard. We were not very big up front. We really didn't know how good we'd be, and they've had a great season, and I'm very happy for them.
Well, 8-2, you never have to apologize for that. A great season for what, and just unfortunate last week it might have got you another week to play.
It might have, but again, you never know. We still have a mathematical chance, but we don't play the season for getting the playoffs. If it happens, that's great. We're just happy for where we're at right now. I'm happy for the young men, and right now we're just going to enjoy this.
Great. I appreciate it, Lowell. Thanks very much for visiting with us.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Lowell Kleinfelder. Scott, I'm taking my voice, what's left of it, and I'm heading out of here, buddy.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. A class act, Lowell Kleinfelder. And get a chance to check out some of the highlights of this ball game as the Central Catholic Crusaders defeat St. Thomas Aquinas in a very entertaining ball game. Now, this was the first opportunity for a score, and just missing on the field goal after the opening series was Sheets. Central will come back from ground level. This is the first touchdown by Ben Snell, his first of 2 on the night, and what a night he had. Some good blocking at the point of attack and a number of great second and third efforts. Good close-up look of the extra point here. Never take these for granted, not in our travels this season. And good hold by Kleinfelder, a good snap, and Spirnak puts it through, and Central leads at 7-0. That came with just 11 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's a big play. Mike Dempsey on the counter, gallops 60 yards, and talk about second and third efforts. Watch this as he tries to split the safeties. There's Kleinfelder. Here comes Darnell. Darnell will actually tackle him at about the 10-yard line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and with a dive, Mike Dempsey in on a 60-yard gallop, his 7th touchdown of the season. And with the Sheets extra point upcoming, we are tied 7-7. And that's the way it looked. It looked like we'd go into the locker room tied at 7, but on the turnover, on a punt, Central, and the big thing is cashing in, as Lowell Kleinfelder talked about, and from the 1, with just 20 seconds to go in the half, that's the 9th rushing touchdown of the year for Jason Paul. A 9-play, 35-yard drive, and again, Kleinfelder holding. Spirnak puts it through, and at halftime, the score 14-7. It was a scoreless third quarter in the ball game, and with 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Collins will tie the game on a 4-yard touchdown run. Again from ground level, the big fullback, he'll be back next year. Takes it across the line for his 4th touchdown of the season. And on the Sheets extra point, we've got a brand new ball game tied at 14. That was Pederzoli, the holder there. So now we are tied at 14. And I bet you this will be the winning touchdown. 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Kevin Dahl, a good block on McGrady, the safety man. Buckler out in front blocking. And there's Ben Snell, his 2nd touchdown of the night, both from 4 yards out, 17th of the season, leading scorer in Stark County in that regard. Spirnak's extra point gives Central the 21-14 lead, and I think we have one more play, and this will be the clincher because St. Thomas comes right back. They're driving for the tying score. We've got about a minute to play. McGrady rolling out. That's Foley putting some heat on. The ball up in the air, well defended by the secondary, and there's Darnell, and again, he'll be back next year. Darnell with the interception to seal the Central victory by a final count of 21-14. Vic Steffen's final stats, and look at the total yards, as close as the final score would indicate, and it was the turnovers, and that ended up in hindsight being the difference in the ball game. Most of the other numbers equal, really, including time of possession. Yes, Central had a 4-minute advantage, but on the high school level, that's about as close as you can get. And the final score in a very entertaining ball game here from Central Stadium, the Crusaders beat the Knights in the final 21-14. So we will join you live tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock from Fawcett Stadium. 2 o'clock kickoff, the 90